Hi, everyone. So today, Pete and I have been talking about something really interesting, which he is a lot better at talking about than I am, okay? Because I don't do what he does as much as he does, if that makes sense. So the buzzword is network. Pete is our wonderful business development executive. He's been with us for 3 years. He's now on the website as well. So go and read his bio. It's lovely because I wrote it. But Pete's going to tell us some really interesting facts and fiction, probably as well, about networking. Some things are going to be interesting. Some things will be tips that you can put in your everyday life. So over to you, Pete.
Well, just three things about what not to do. That network you may sees. First of all, probably most importantly, don't walk into a network meeting and start selling your goods and services. It might sound obvious because that's what you're there to do, but don't do it. Nobody likes to be sold to. Conversely, we all like to buy things, but we don't like to be sold to. Eventually, somebody will ask you what you do, and then obviously you can start you can say what you do, which is kind of selling, and that.
Absolutely. Rather than going to buy their goodies or business cards, even. Anyway.
Don't walk up to somebody and throw your card into that. They'll ask you for it if they need it. So don't do that.
Number two.
Number two, you've just got it out of me, which is don't walk up to somebody and thrust a business card into their hand.
And do you find when you're out and about, quite a lot of people do that? Do you think they do that? Like what they do you know a handful of people
They do.
that you want to point the finger at? They stop doing it.
They do, and there are so many people that do it. They've even got a name. They refer to as hunters. But nobody likes a hunter. It just puts you off, and you don't. You try to get away from them rather than stand there and having it with them.
Yeah, because ideally you want to warm up to that person, don't you? You want to be able to say, I'm P's or I'm V, or, what would you here? No, rather than what do you do? I got that question really.
Exactly.
Anyway, point number three.
Exactly. You want to know who they are and what they do.
Yeah, but there's a way of doing it, right? And I find that it's really important to make friends. Like we've always talked about this, don't we? We don't have connections. We have great friends that we regularly catch up with, you have a chat with, or the coffee with. If that then ultimately brings the work in, voila,
Yeah. Number three, don't be late. Well, if you go to a networking meeting, get there early. There won't be many people there. You might be the first, but there might be one or two people. You can talk to people as they walk in. It's not good walking into a networking meeting. The room's full. Everybody's in their little groups. They do tests and break up into groups. It just makes it so much more difficult there.
What do you find? Like, I've been to networking meetings and I am the culprit, especially when I go to London and do a little bit of networking. But, and I feel kind of like sick, I'm like 10 minutes late. But some people walk in like, it's kind of like, okay, and that's what I find quite annoying.
Then what I would have said, you were like that. You walk in the room like you own it. But not everybody could do that.
No.
And if you don't like walking into a crowded room, just get there early.
Yes.
Get there when it's empty and you can speak to people as they wander in.
So let's remind people that are listening. Number one,
don't walk into a network meeting and start selling what you do.
Number two,
don't go up to somebody and thrust a business card in their hands.
And number three,
arrive early.
Yeah, don't be late. So thank you for listening. This will be going out on LinkedIn and any other platforms that we can find. Thank you, Pete. Lovely talking to you.